Hey, what's going on, guys? This is John Johnson from Margate City, New Jersey. Sharing my story of network marketing. How I got started, what my journey has, really been like. But I think my journey of success really all starts when I was a freshman in high school. I made a decision to play baseball. I didn't play any little league or anything like that, but I wanted to play baseball, so I tried out. It was absolutely awful, by far the worst player there, but stuck with it. Made the team, obviously. Made JV. No one got cut, or maybe like one guy got cut, but other than that, no one. Was actually put on the freshman team. Didn't even get to travel with the JV, which pretty much every freshman does. I think it was four of us freshmen that weren't good enough to travel with the JV team. But it all really inspired me and really made me work so much harder. So that summer really was in the cages a lot, hitting baseballs all the time, and just getting better. Really focused on getting better, and without even knowing it, I saw the compound effect really pay off. The next year, I was obviously up with JV, made the team again. Actually started a couple games, got some hits, and I started seeing where I was getting significantly better. That off season, right in September when we got back to school. Our coach, the varsity coach, Coach Gorman, he made a decision he was moving on. He was moving on in the college ranks to coach in college. So there was a change in coach. Actually, one of my mentors who taught me how to hit and everything became the varsity coach. But the JV coach was different. So, to make it short and simple. He was just different, something I wasn't really used to, so I was put on JV as a junior. Didn't really like it, mostly because all my friends were on varsity, so I made a decision to become manager. So I was the manager, doing the book, doing, whatever was needed to be done that year. So that was a difficult year because I wasn't playing, and I really loved playing baseball. But my senior year, got good enough to be able to be put on the varsity team. Didn't play that much at all, but was just happy to really be there. But in my time frame of high school, the house I grew up in for 16 years was foreclosed on. That kind of sucked, but honestly wouldn't have it any other way because it taught me a lot about life and really has given me something to say, look, I got through that. I can really get through anything. So after that had happened, my dad introduced me to two books. Think and Grow Rich and Rich Dad Poor Dad. And my response to my dad was, okay, great. But the odds that I'm going to read these books are slim to none because I don't even read what I'm supposed to read for school. But they did intrigue me because Think and Grow Rich and Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So I was kind of interested, but never really read the books. Graduated high school, flash forward, graduate high school. Met a lot, in the time frame of high school, met a lot of friends. Friends really grew a lot. But my baseball career was obviously over. So I really felt lost. I really wanted to become a leader. I wanted to kind of continue my success in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, I was really lost for a couple months there. Doing a lot of smoking. I was just really lost. Really, really lost. And so I went to a community college. Was walking around on campus, and thank God, two kids came up to me, extremely, extremely, extremely excited about something, and I was skeptical, to say the least. I thought it was a scam, or too good to be true, or just one of those things. But they led me over to a guy named Brian Jacobs, and Brian stood there for 40 minutes with me, answered every question that I had. And then also Eli, a guy named Eli, answered a lot of my questions as well. Made a decision that I was going to get on board, but didn't have the money right then and there to get started. So I was going to get started in a couple of days, like 4 days or so. Actually ended up getting started officially with my friend named Pat. Pat and I worked together for about 2 months, and then I upgraded to the highest pack in the company that you could get. And the company realized that I was actually supposed to be on the other team. It was a mess, but it was one of those things that really paid off because the people that it introduced me to have really gotten me to where I am today. Continued to struggle, really, as a whole, struggled for about 15 months in network marketing, and in that time frame, I was actually arrested twice. I was dumb enough to get arrested once, and then really dumb enough to get arrested twice. But honestly, when I did get arrested, and I was sitting there on that curb, just with a million thoughts going through my head, one of the main things that really stuck with me, or really one thing I was really focused on, was the fact that it didn't matter. Like, I was just going to get through it. Once again, another thing I was going to get through, and that I had network marketing, where they don't care, what your past is. They care about where you're going. So I made a decision that day that, my past wasn't going to define who I was. So, in December of 2014, I found a company that was just different. My previous company was called Vima, and I was really reluctant to leave, and really because every other network marketing company that I saw was really just the same message, spun a different way. So I figured, why would I stop doing what I'm doing when I could just, keep going, like you're kind of trained to do. Don't quit and keep going, which is so true. But then my friend Chris Jefferson, he gave me a call, and he said, listen, I just got off Skype with Justin Paletti. And for any of you out there that know who Justin Paletti is, so when your friend calls you and says that he just got off a Skype call with Justin Paletti about another company, not Vima, you're beyond peaked. And so I say, Chris, listen, I don't want to hear this from you. I don't want to hear anything about the company from you. Get me on Skype with Justin. I was on Skype with Justin for about an hour, and after he went through everything, I didn't have any questions, which is like amazing, because the first time around when I was introduced to Vima, I had a million questions. I didn't have any questions. I was like, look, I'm getting started tomorrow on an executive pack. And got started. Still had 1 foot in Vima, 1 foot out. And then a month later, one of my best friends, one of my mentors, someone that I truly look up to and who motivates the living daylights out of me, Jason Brown, made the decision that he was leaving Vima for my daily choice as well. So that really excited me, and I really have not looked back since. Jason got on board, and the success that we've all had and the success that I've been able to have is really astounding, considering the struggles that we all went through. But that's really my story in a nutshell, as quick as it could be, just under 10 minutes. This is actually my first YouTube video, and I'm going to commit to, doing a video, at least one video every single day, to help that next person who's struggling, or even that newest person, to see success in network marketing. Because when you see success in network marketing, there's nothing like it. Because in order for you to succeed, you have to help other people succeed, which is why it's so great and so powerful. So I'll be making a video tomorrow with my first tip of the day, and I'll continue to do those tips of the day along with some training. I'll probably be doing some live calls, some live dialing calls with prospects, some live dialing calls with me following up with prospects, and also closing prospects, and really anything that I think will really truly help that newest person or that person who has been struggling for so long. And if you're someone that has been struggling for a long time in network marketing, unless you've given your company, a full year, unless you've seen it through for a year, you were committed for a year, don't quit and keep going. But if you have been in your current company for a year and you haven't even been able to recruit 2 people or 3 people, it may be time for a change. Understand that a new company doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to succeed overnight. In order for you to succeed, you have to change as a person. You have to create habits that encourage success. So understand that it's not going to be overnight, but making a switch and keeping an open mind may be a smart thing to do. So I'm going to put the link to my capture page, so you can check out what we have to offer at My Daily Choice. And if it's something that you think would truly benefit you and maybe you can finally see success in network marketing, hop on board. I think that it's going to be a really fun ride for you. It's been a fun ride for me, and it's been a fun ride for all my friends and family, really, because that's what we have here. Our team is Global Dynasty Network, and it's truly a family. I've never seen anything like it in network marketing, and I'm excited for 2015, and I'm excited for all my friends, and we're gonna crush it. So I'll see you guys on the next video.